it's Charlotte here, and this week's assembly is been put together basically to welcome you and prepare you for returning to school. Now, that might seem strange for some of you because you've been in school. In fact, the majority of students have been in some way, shape, or form over the last few weeks. But there are going to be some changes. So it will be the first time that you've all been in together. It will be the first time that you've been in your normal classes, going to your normal timetabled lessons. So, this is going to be a shock to the system. And I wanted to start really with this really striking image. And this was an installation in New York where they have put together this piece of artwork. Really, it's a display to help us to try and conceive of the impact that COVID has had on education. So around the world, there are 168 million children who have missed a year of school. Now, even those of you who we haven't seen very much, you've only missed a few weeks at a time. If you can imagine the impact on the students that have missed a full year of school. And obviously the difficulty is that most of the time those students are the ones that need it the most, so the most vulnerable students. So that's students in countries where there is famine, where there is drought, where there is war, where there are children who are not safe if they're not in school, where they have limited prospects and they really need this education to help further themselves. And UNICEF is a charity that's set up really concerned about what we're going to do about those students and how we're going to help them. Now, obviously, Great Britain, we haven't had a year of no school. We've had a couple of weeks where we've had limited numbers, but some of you might still be feeling anxious about the return to school and the impact that it will have had. Most important thing right now is for you to realise is that you've been missed. So I know that the return to school is going to cause some people anxiety. There'll be people in your classes that you haven't seen, people that you don't want to see. There'll be work that you're worried about, but that's not important at the moment. What's important at the moment is you are being given the opportunity to return to education, and that is what is important. You are being given the opportunity to see your friends and to mix with your teachers, and you need to welcome that opportunity, and you need to really, really make the most of it. And we have missed you. We have really missed the full busy days of the Edge life. We have been in the canteen with a few students thinking, remember when you were queuing out the door? Remember when, we had, too many students to fit on the minibus? And we really have missed you. So we've missed the noise, we've missed the laughter, we've missed everything about you not being here. And some of you have been at home and you have been doing other things, and you've been spending time with your family, you've been working hard or developing new hobbies, and that's great. Some of you might have actually been feeling a bit low and a bit lonely, and that's understandable. What we've been doing is we've still been in school, we've been working hard, we have been making sure that the site is safe, the classrooms will look slightly different, and we're putting procedures in place, same as before this lockdown, to make sure that you are safe. And we've done lots of videos about what those will be, but what I want to focus on today is you feeling emotionally, mentally ready for the return to school. So that's what this assembly is. Think about your worries, think about the excitement, and think about the fact that you will be not starting a new school year, but a new calendar year, and still, hopefully towards the tail end of, but still during a pandemic. So remember, this virus has affected every aspect of our lives. So some people have had losses in their family or people that they're close to. Some people have not seen loved ones for a long, long time. And some people, might think that's a good thing. They might think, well, I'm quite happy sitting at home. I've got my family close to me and I'm fine. So we all feel differently, and we'll all be coming back with a different set of emotions. You might find that over this time you felt increasingly lethargic. Now, lethargic means sleepy, not wanting to get out of bed, confused, forgetting things, stressed, disappointed, scared, sad, hurt, bored, disconnected, unsure, irritable. And all of these things are totally understandable. Some people might think, well, I've actually been really relaxed at home. I've really enjoyed it. I'm pleased to be spending time with my family. I'm relieved. I've got loads of people around me. I'm quite thankful for this time, and I'm proud of the things that I've achieved over lockdown. And that's great. We need to remember that everybody's experienced different things. Whatever you feel, this is normal. So when we come back, we've got to think about what we were feeling while we were at home, but also how we feel about our return. And it's fine. It's okay. Whatever you are feeling, it is okay. None of us have been through this before. Nobody knows what we're supposed to feel. And really, it's just important to know that we're here, talk to. If you are worried, if you are anxious, if you want to share some of the amazing stuff you've been doing, staff are here for you. So what you will find when you return is obviously some of the rules will be slightly different. Obviously, we've had to change things a little bit, and some of the things that we used to do will be slightly different. But that's just to help us get back into school safely. We will still be there, the school community, all the staff will still be there, your classmates, the people that support you, the same behaviour policies are in place, and the building is the same. There's just certain ways we use it that are different. And then we just want to acknowledge that this is particularly hard for you. Being a teenager is a tough time anyway. But you've spent, nearly a year of your lives being told you can't do this and you can't do that. No one can. And we know that's really hard. And you've missed out on so many events, and we know that's really hard. And you could be quite rightly feeling disappointed or even angry. And particularly those of you in Key Stage 4 worried about the future. What is college going to look like? How am I going to get there? This is normal, and it's really important that you acknowledge those feelings and you think, yeah, I'm worried. That's fine. When it starts to become a problem, so anxiety is worrying or nervousness. It can't hurt you, and sometimes it is useful. It protects us from danger, so it motivates you to study for those exams or to avoid that danger, and it is normal. But if it's too much, it can become unhelpful and feel horrible. So what can you do? And we're going to look a little bit at some of the things that you can do to prepare yourself. If you feel that you actually feel physically different, so you're so anxious that you're sweating, you feel sick, you're having panic attacks, lots of aches and pains, maybe it's time you ask someone, a parent, a doctor, a member of staff for some help. If you're feeling that you want to self-harm or you have self-harmed, again, that's a sign that you need to talk to someone, and in just asking someone for help is the first step. If you worry about things that might happen and you're worrying excessively, that's a sign that maybe you need help. If it's stopping you from sleeping or stopping you from doing the things that you normally would do, that's a sign you need help. And if you're so anxious that you do not want to return to school, it is really important that you talk to us. Okay? So you can talk to someone you trust, like your mum, dad, or carer. Let us know. There's so many ways to get in touch. You know that we are on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. We are on Twitter. We are on LinkedIn. We are everywhere. You can email. Our email addresses are on the website. So you have many, many ways to get in touch with us and explain to us how you're feeling, and we will see what we can do to support you.